And the NFL got a surprise after Sunday's games. Federal drug agents showed up with questions for some of the team's medical units.
The DEA is investigating prescription drug abuse. An NFL spokesperson says, quote, "Our teams cooperated with the DEA and we have no information to indicate that irregularities were found." Washington Post sports columnist Sally Jenkins is with us. Sally, good morning.
Good morning.
What happened yesterday?
Pop quiz. Yeah. A pretty interesting one. Yeah. It was unprecedented. The DEA hasn't done this to the NFL before. They've looked at individual teams for loose practices with prescription drugs, but never anything this dramatic and comprehensive.
What triggered it?
A suit filed in May by almost 1,300 former NFL players, some of them very recently retired, detailing pretty horrifying practices with prescription drugs, heavy-duty painkillers like Percocet and Percodan being passed out on team planes by trainers not authorized to dispense medication, that sort of thing.
Sally, I mean, the Washington Post has been on top of this story for a while. You guys had an incredible investigation about the use of these opiates by NFL players.
Yes, we did a 5-part series I did with my partner Rick Mace last year called Do No Harm that looked at this sort of inverted Hippocratic oath in the NFL where you actually medicate players to get them back on the field to play through injuries. Retired NFL players abuse painkillers at a rate 4 times higher than their peers. It's very possible that the DEA's interest in this is they think the NFL is creating addicts.
How soon will we know what they found and who would be responsible, the players who took it or the people that gave it to them?
Well, doctors are subject to the Controlled Substances Act. It's a set of very strict laws governing how painkillers can be transported, dispensed, who's allowed to handle them and touch them. NFL trainers are not allowed to dispense medication, and yet there's a lot of evidence that they've been doing that. So it doesn't matter if the players want the meds. The doctors aren't supposed to give them to them except under certain circumstances.
How soon will we know what they found?
Well, they're in the middle of an investigation, and one of the little-known things that came out yesterday is that the DEA is working with the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York, a very heavy-hitting, prestigious arm of the Justice Department. So I think it's a months-long investigation. Our information is that they're not at the start or at the end; they're in the middle.
Thank you. Thank you, Sally.
Sure.
Great to see you.